Well, so far there's no one watching. Oh,
Oh, hello.
where'd it
This
go?
is my first night back on a Tuesday in a long time, and I feel really, really disappointed.
That was watching you? Yeah, we miss you
No,
though.
no, no, not that nobody's watching me, but that bloody Dan Winter, Jamie, that wee arsehole that kids on he's got a their shooter, that bloody fucking Manly, and
No.
that Vivian. Oh, leave me. But at least you're here, darling. I like you.
Oh, hey Kelly, how you doing?
Hey, Kelly, how you doing, love?
Well, tonight we are talking about what makes a good investigation, whether it's ghosts, cryptids, or UFOs.
Hmm, good question. I think the first main one I would point out that is that you've got to have people that get on. You've got to get on with the people that you're working with.
Yeah.
I think that's really essential for a paranormal investigation. For any investigation, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Investigating, it could be the paranormal, it could be obviously UFOs. If yous can't work together and yous can't trust each other, then you too, Kelly, then there's no point of working, well, obviously doing that together because it's not going to work. And I think as well, you've got to have good energy within the team
Mm.
as well, and a lot of trust. If you don't have these things, it's not going to
Yeah.
work. It's pointless.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. And I think what makes, well, there's a lot of things that make it what you said makes a good investigation, and also cooperation, and like when you do EDPs for ghost hunting, people being quiet, you know.
hmm Oh God, I mean, there's nothing worse when you're trying to do an EVP and people can't stand still, or they're talking in the background when you're trying to interact with spirit. Um, or which is my ultimate bugbearer. It kills my fucking soul. Is when you're doing an EVP and you're talking, and the next thing they burst in like it was like there's a pure blind panic, and you're like, fucking fuck.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
It's just, I just think that's disrespectful.
Hey, Nettie.
Hey, Nettie, where are you, Viv and Dan?
Man, it's just us.
Um,
But,
just us, just us. We'll rock this one. Um, but yeah, I think obviously that. What about? I mean, what's your thoughts, Eric, on what makes a good investigation?
being able to, I don't know, get instructions really clear, or give instructions really clear, cooperation between teammates or whoever you're there doing, especially in big crowds. It's like you guys have to go into your own spots, take your time, be respectful. That's number one.
I think a lot of it as well, it's not just about, I mean, we all look at
Hey, Cliff.
investigations. Hey, Cliff.
Irene.
We all look, hey,
Irene.
Irene.
Yeah, go ahead.
We all look at investigations, but it's not just about the investigations itself. It's about obviously respecting the building.
Mhm.
You know, if you are moving stuff around, put it back where it should be. Um, Hey, Robert. Obviously respecting the boundaries that these places give you. If they tell you don't climb somewhere, don't climb it. If
Yeah.
they tell you they want you out by a certain time, be out by that certain time. And I think that also reflects on a team as well. Because if
Oh,
you take somebody who acts like a loony, that place is not going to want you back.
wow.
Oh wow. that place is not going to want you back. And I know it by first hand, not for first hand experience in myself, I wasn't there, but I heard a story exactly, and it don't ever take in for the location that isn't yours either. I heard there was a place I investigated in Ayrshire, which
Mm,
will remain nameless, and they end up, the investigation I had with these people went well. So the police allowed me investigators because they're dead funny and didn't want investigators in.
mm,
So another team went, and just as I was saying about obviously respecting the building, don't be climbing places that you shouldn't be.
mm,
Somebody climbed somewhere they shouldn't have been, and basically ruined it from everybody else because that place didn't want anybody back after that because it was a health and safety
mm,
hazard because that person ruined it for everybody. So it's about when you're getting into these places, again, this is for the full lot. If you're
mm,
going to places, be very mindful about other people who want to go to these places and want to experience what you've experienced. And don't, I'm going to be really straight down the line. Don't be a dick. Respect, obviously, what other people want to go in. So please respect it so that obviously it's open to everybody. But it takes one bad egg to ruin it.
uh, Not even just the disrespect of when you go into an investigation, but just going to a historic location. I mean, I know I only talk about UK and Scotland right now because that's my passion right now, but I've seen like beautiful abandoned castles all spray painted with crap.
Mm,
Graffiti everywhere, abandoned places, with books that probably are worth thousands of pounds, and then somebody grabs them and destroys them, or at least
yep.
trash. I mean, come on, seriously.
See, here's what the problem is, Eric. There's loads of buildings out there that people buy.
Mhm.
They get their money's worth out it, and then they say, "Ah, fuck this." Let's just up sticks and go.
Yeah,
And the sad reality, the thing is that youngins are able to then break in, demolish the place,
yeah,
and deface it. And the sad reality is then these buildings go to rot. It's the same as hospitals when they shut down hospitals. They end up becoming the target. And it's sad. It really is sad. And the one that always breaks my heart the most is the one that I always rave about, and that's Linux Castle.
yeah,
Because it I could imagine it at one point and I would love it's actually given me inspiration to go after the show and find picture of what it used to be like before obviously it got it's bad, but I can imagine that being a beautiful hospital where it is in the middle of nowhere. But I think to myself, how did it get into so much ruins when it literally is in the middle of nowhere?
yeah.
There's a housing scheme, but that must be some walk to get up to the housing scheme. Anybody or team that does things like this should be named and shamed so nobody allows them in their properties. But I totally agree in it.
I agree with that.
I totally do. But it's so sad to see buildings be left to state and ruin. But the problem is when they get to that stage, nobody wants to touch them with a 50-foot barge pole.
Yeah. See, now I'm the opposite. I wanna be able to go there. I mean, I think part of the thing I want to do mostly is there's an actual company in Scotland that rebuilds original work, and I want to
Hmm.
hire them to do a couple places.
What places would you pick, Eric, to reinstall?
Well, I don't know where it is because the people that were doing the investigation wouldn't tell on Facebook. So I'll have to find it when I get over there. But there's a small creek out there that people just throw garbage in. It's falling apart. It's beautiful, but it has to be redone. The work has to be redone.
It is. It's really sad. I've always said if I won the lottery,
Mm,
personally, I would want to buy Bolskin House.
yeah. Is it up for sale?
No, the foundation's redoing it. I think, to be honest, if I'm really, really honest with you, I think they're making a grave mistake.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why I think they're making a grave mistake. Basically, when you look at the history of Bolskin House, and no many folk know this, but there was actually a church fire
Oh, wow.
before Alistair Cowley had it.
Okay.
So I had this conversation with, I think it was Ian Varro. It was English because the conversation's coming back to my head. But it's a cool one.
Yeah, it's a shame.
I know it's terrible, Irene. It was English that I had the conversation with because he and me have a thing in common. We both like Alistair Cowley.
Mm-hmm.
So me and him had a conversation and I picked his brains. I said to him, right, that I find it all coincidental, right?
Mm,
And I know that Gibbs in NCIS says there is no coincidences,
yeah.
right? But when you look at the history, right, there was a fire, 3 different eras.
Yeah.
That Church era, Alistair Cowley era, and Jimmy Page era.
Oh, wow.
And I think to myself, Jimmy Page was in the 19th century.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think it's a grave mistake to rebuild it because I think if there was 3 fires for a different era, and I'm not trying to like touch any wood, I wouldn't like to think there was another fire.
Yeah.
But if there was been that many fires, why would you rebuild on the same spot?
Yeah, I know. There's got to be something with going on. Not normal.
Aye, especially if there's like 3 fires at different eras.
Mm,
But yeah, that's one of the places I would love to definitely get a tent and stick it up. But unfortunately, I don't think the Bolskin House Foundation would appreciate me camping outside their
probably not.
door.
Oh, wow. You know, my
um,
problem right now is trying to find a realtor that also is interested in the paranormal at the same time that can help me out, and that for the big place that I want. And that's what I'm running into right now. Because everybody I talk to won't tell me, anything. So
that doesn't surprise me. There's a few people that I've approached to talk paranormal and they won't
hi,
talk
Sarah.
paranormal. Hey Sarah, you don't have 3 fires in this. Exactly, Nettie, you don't. Um, now he did it's only us from that house. He did conjure in Nessie. Um, this is the problem you've got and it's not just, say when you're approaching places to ask to investigate,
Hmm.
you can either have places that are very open-minded and are very willing to engage, or you have ones that laugh at you and put the phone down because they think it's a prank call.
Yeah.
Um, but definitely, I would love. So would I, without a shadow of a doubt, Nettie.
Both of them I would like to do. The one by England, in England and in Scotland. So,
Sounds good. It sounds good. But yeah. So, what do you think of teams, Eric? Right,
mm,
that turn round and say don't share any information with other teams. Don't
think it's-
tell them nothing.
I think it's stupid. I think it's the dumbest thing to do, because if you want to just put it out there for your own joy, you're not going to make anything from doing it. And sharing the information helps on all the information together of what's going on.
Yep, I agree, because I think if you're going to work together, right, you could be bothered about a piece of information you can't find for life or money. And right, I'm going to give you an example, right?
Okay.
So you've got your team and I've got my team, right? So I'm going to use the Dark Mirror boys, right? So you've got Wayne, I've got Mark, right? Why did I have to pick Mark? Fuck's sake. Right, so he's got to kick me right in the ass when he watches this back. So the next thing you know, right, so Mark's away researching, Wayne's away researching, Wayne comes back to you and says, Eric, I can't find that bit of information. But Mark finds it. See, if you guys came to us and said, look guys, can't find this information for love and money, would you mind sharing? How would you feel if I went, don't talk shite, Eric. Oh, there he is. There's your researcher. Your researchers in the house, man, with researchers, nobody be fucking fun. Is that just not typical? So, the next thing you know, right, so Wayne, you're a researcher for Eric. I've just put you to the job. So, the next thing you know, right, how would you feel, Eric, if I just went, I went, chase yourself, I'm not giving you that information. You'd be pretty pissed.
Yeah, I would. And be like, okay, fine,
Whilst I would be like, yes, Eric, you can have that information, because I think it's good to share this information, because there might be places you've investigated that I've investigated. You get more evidence, or I might say to you, does this ring a bell? Or you might say, Lois, does it ring a bell? So it's always good to share that information. And I think that's what makes a paranormal investigation, or any sort of investigation, sorry, I'm basing this in paranormal, any sort of investigation, I think you should have that teamwork, but you should have that outside teamwork.
Well, what I'm going to do is when I start investigating over there, I'm going to say, this is what I got. Here it is. And if you want to use it, use it. If you don't, don't. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But what you find, Eric, is no many people like that. It's about who's got. You've gone to laugh, and I can hear Rita going to laugh in 2 minutes, but it's about who's got the bigger dick. And reality, it's about who's got the bigger dick competition. Everybody's like that. What? Hi, Michaela. But Annette's laughing. Yeah. But it's about, I've got the bigger one. No, I've got the bigger one. No, get a grip. Nobody's got the bigger one. That's true. It's very. Did you like that, Wayne? Did you like my eulogy in that one?
No.
But yeah, it's. I know I said it wrong, so don't even leave me alone. They're bullying me. I'm getting fed up with this bullshit in my house. So, what's going to hit you with? Oh. Thanks, Michaela. Thank you. But yeah, it is. And it's so sad in investigations, because it can happen. amongst investigations as well, because you always have that one that thinks they know all and they're right.
Well, I
And
think
that
what it's
could
going
be an investigation and all.
yeah. Well, I think what it's going to come down for me is if I run into that, it's going to be my, you know, this and the fact that I have it and that I will be able to get into places most people won't. But I'm still going to share the information no matter what.
Oh God, aye, without a doubt. And I think, see, to be honest, if if I could go back, if every day could go back, I think I'd put an RPG through. If you don't share the info, you're stuck with.
You know what that is.
I love you, Nettie. You're always on the ball. Get that? You're always on the ball. It's all right. I'm here till Friday. But no, it's see, really, I could put an RPG through the paranormal world.
Yeah.
When it comes to investigations and just rebuild it. Let's all work together. I'll share
And
my
that's what we
information.
should do. I think we should be
Yeah.
doing the whole thing. I think we should just start our own information within Simply Spooky and outwards, and just, rebuild the whole thing, become a whole big entire family.
Definitely. Don't you worry, Eric. Just a case of making sure you're given credit for what you've contributed. So many people use other
Absolutely.
people's. It's so true. So true.
Nicola.
Hi, Nicola. That is a problem. People stealing people's work and claiming
Mhm.
they've done it. And the sad reality is when you go up against these people, then you're stuck with the old age. You're jealous. You're a bully. You suck. And then your name's thrown about Facebook. Whilst I don't give a shit because they've given me more fame.
I know. I don't have a reputation anyway, so it doesn't matter to me.
I've never known so many paranormal teams that can't work together or they slag each other. Definitely,
Yeah.
Michaela, it's without a shadow of doubt. That's Super Eric, and I don't care if it's definitely Irene.
Definitely. And it needs to be. It needs to go back to even before TV shows where everybody just worked together to find out information.
See, if you see, years ago, I used to like Facebook, and I used to say to myself, right, take that back, Lois, because if I didn't have Facebook, I wouldn't have met all the guys I've met there, like
True.
now, right?
Yeah.
But then I'm going to flip it. I'm going to flip it, right? And I'm going to see such things. If you needed investigations, you had to go and chat your pal's door and ask them if they wanted to go on an investigation. If everything was happening, you wouldn't have, obviously, you couldn't put everything in social media.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, Michaela, I'm the same. There's a lot of people I've came across and I'm good pals with, and I'll never take that away from it. But I kind of wish that you could go back to the days when social media wasn't a thing in some aspect. But again, I can't say that because I feel I'm offending all the people, all my viewers and everybody that I know. Like when I
Yeah.
say that.
I mean, I agree with that. I mean, Facebook helps bring people together now, because, well, especially since the pandemic and everything else, and, but I still want to be able to, I still miss the days, like you said, where you could just call somebody up and say, hey, want to go somewhere?
Oh God, social media's took a definitely Irene without a doubt, and I wouldn't make yourself. that's the thing. Social media has took so much away from humanity.
Mm.
And it's fucking broke the full lot. Social media has been a plus for everybody in various communities. Expanded. Definitely. I mean, it was always good. I mean, I can't take that aspect away from it either way, because it's amazing the amount of people I've connected with from UK, America, Japan, India. You know, there's been a few places where I've really, really connected with people, and it's been great. And I think, I mean, look at Nick, right? I love Nick to bits,
Yeah,
but
me
you look
too.
at his map, and he's got every bit in the world about nearly that he's
Yeah.
connected with. And it's good in that way as well. So although it does, oh, how
I
can
don't
I
think
forget
so.
Canada, you big handsome devil, you? There's that Wes Coleman, hello? Hey Eric, you want to go to
Great.
suicide?
I'll go with you, Irene. I've been wanting to go anyway, so
I would go with plenty of tissues, because I think it would be really, really sad to go into. In Canada as well. How can I forget Canada? My uncle stays there as well. It's made being pen pals with people so much easier. It used to wait weeks to hear back from someone on the other side of the world. Not anymore.
yeah.
That's true. That's true. I can always remember my gran waiting for letters coming from New Zealand,
Mm.
and it used to take ages, even like when she was posting them. But yes, it does it. I mean, writing a letter now. Who writes a letter? Come on, let's be honest.
I haven't
And
wrote a letter since I was 21 years old, 22. Yeah, something like that.
that was only yesterday, Eric. So you've
Yeah, I
stopped writing
wish.
letters yesterday.
Hey, listen, I turned 52 this month, so
Oh, when this month?
the 19th.
Oh, that's my grand's birthday and Eris's birthday.
Oh.
So that's good. Barbados, oh Wayne, that's you. You're my new friend. You're taking me to Barbados. You just don't know it yet. Here's another thing that I think makes an investigation, right? This is one's just came in off the top of my head when we were talking about writing.
Yeah.
No, what I always like to see, and no everyone does it, but I would like to see more people writing reports on on their investigation, about their investigations. And I'll tell you why, because there's a lot of people out there that whether they want to go and chase UFOs, ghosts, cryptids,
Mm.
right? Not many people can get out for whatever reason, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's mental or physical, right?
Mm.
So I would love to see more people write reports, right? I know it's a pain in the ass to do, but it helps people that can't get out the house.
No,
Like
absolutely agree with
they feel that they're part of that. And
you.
the first team I was in, right, Alex Dorrans,
Mm.
he writes reports. And when I read his reports, I used to love them because if I didn't go out on an investigation, I could read what's happened and I felt though I was there and I
Yeah.
wasn't missing anything. Again, I think that would be a good, and it's not just paranormal. Again, cryptids, UFOs,
Yeah.
doesn't
Any
matter
kind of
what, right?
yeah, any kind of study that you do, I think you should write a report. I'm very big on doing that.
Definitely. Even writing articles, right?
Mm.
I think write articles about buildings or places or whatever. Because obviously, again, people are interested.
Mm.
And Yeah, when I just seen your comment about writing reports, I think reports are really, really good things, and I think it doesn't, again, doesn't matter where you are. It's a good thing.
I like how Riga does his for his lives, where he does the video, audio, and then
That's
I think
that's how I love that big guy as well, because he not only does he the investigations, but Rigger actually sits on the live
mhm,
and does all his evidence, and that's the
yep,
way he does his evidence, and it's good because what Rigger might not pick up on, somebody that's watching could be picking up on something that's said
oh,
that Rigger's
absolutely,
missed and put in that thingy. Um, and I think in reality, see things doing things like that for people, that'll just increase the interest as well. And I think as well, see for your teammates so that they don't feel like they're missing anything. Because again, right, I'm going to use you'll be sick of me using you, right?
that's all right.
But me, you are in a team. We get an investigation. You break your leg, right? So, well, fine, man. That's always a good thing, when. So
Yep,
you break your leg. Um. So obviously, I take me. It'll be me and Wayne. So me and Wayne go out and investigate. Now you could be off for 6 weeks or 6 months. Can what I mean?
yep,
You're going to feel when you come back pretty much phased out because you're
yeah,
not going to know what's been happening. And I
mhm,
think it's good for your team members to see as well what's happening. If you've got any updates, if you've got any investigations that you've done, it's
yeah.
definitely a good thing. Without a doubt. Eh, So, what other things do you think, Eric, would be good for an investigation, regardless of what it is?
Well, I think we pretty much hit it with um, well, definitely writing reports and making sure that everything's charged up or batteries and everything else.
Definitely. Well, I'll tell you what, let's go down a rabbit hole. What rabbit hole would you like to go down, Eric?
No, whatever rabbit hole you want to. Or, I found out here in America that in Alaska there's been a lot more cryptids than just Bigfoots.
Oh, why do you have to talk cryptids to me? I know shit about
I
cryptids,
know, I
but
know.
let's go with it. So, what's there a more sighting of?
Well, the one that I'm watching right now is Alaskan Bigfoot killer, and they're going after Otterman, a dire wolf. Hold on, let me go back to that
I would love to hear more about private.
investigation. Yeah.
That could be true, innit? That could be a thing that they might do.
Well, let's go back down that rabbit hole. I have found a long time ago when I first started looking on Facebook for paranormal groups to watch and look at that some people won't do investigations because of the history of it. Like concentration camp was the one that I'm talking about. Well, you can
Yep.
do it, just don't make it public, or at least don't say where it is and don't be rude.
I think the one that always makes me laugh is when people say about graveyards, right? And people
Yeah.
say, shouldn't they be investigating a graveyard, right? But then there's many people that I've seen investigate, and it's becoming more and more a common theme. More
Mm.
people are actually starting to investigate um, graveyards, and I don't think. Okay, people say it's disrespectful, blah de blah de blah de blah, right? But here's the thing, right? When
Mm.
you have a church in the middle of the graveyard, that's what your actual aim is. It
Yep.
isn't to do with the gravestones. And and I hate to say, but there's many gravestones, I'm sure, that of people up there that are unknown.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
And at the end of the day, as long, again, it comes back down to the whole, see if you're respectful and you're not going in there, you're no taking the piss, you're no being rowdy. What is the issue?
There
What
shouldn't
is
be.
the issue?
Well, as long as you're not like knocking over gravestones or
Exactly.
I can imagine, Irene.
Oh, let's get the legs done.
Mm.
I'm putting my legs up there and then realising you can only see that half in my
I was
face.
wondering what you were doing over there. You're like,
I know it's too warm in my house tonight. The problem is I live in a wee house that heats up like God nothing else in earth. Again, as you say, it comes down to the whole, see, as long as you're not running, pushing gravestones over. Exactly, Nicola. That's the thing.
yeah, I love taking rubbings too.
And a lot of these people, a lot of these gravestones, people, are fascinated with. And as I said, I don't see what the big thing about graveyards is, but people can
I
be
don't
their
either.
arse and devils about it.
I mean, it's like I said, and we've said this many times on all investigations: be respectful of the spirits that are there. You
Yeah.
wouldn't want somebody to go into your house and you gotta let you show yourself, show yourself. You don't do
Oh,
that.
I think here's another one, right, for investigations in general. But see if you've got somebody with an annoying voice, throw them out the door.
Yeah.
Or somebody with a, oh yeah, did you have a good time? Yeah. Oh my God, they people fuck me off.
Yeah.
You've got to have some sort of, oh, baby, or
Hey.
it's, but yeah, I honestly think that,
Good night,
and as
Irene.
well, what you've got, sorry, oh, she'll be back to bed.
Yeah, she went
Bye,
back.
Irene. Night night. I would love to go to Japan, honestly. But yeah, it's one of the ones. There's many places, but see the way I see it as well is it doesn't matter what you do in this life. Somebody's always going to be fucking unhappy.
Well, yeah, you
You
can't
know,
please everybody. That's the whole thing.
exactly. And we're coming into a 21st century where I'm turning into Dan. Hey, Steve. Hey, I hope you and Sharon are well. Thanks for popping in. We're living in the 21st century where we have snowflakes. So why worry about offending anybody? Because see, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you do in this life anyway. You're offending someone. So screw it.
I try not to, but like I said,
See, so listen.
Yeah.
No, on you go, honey.
You can't get away. You can't get around it. I mean, someone's always going to be offended, or someone's always going to put you down. I mean, just the way life is.
Exactly. I've learned in life if people are unhappy with what you say and do, piss them. Exactly. And it doesn't matter what you do. Again, the rules. Be respectful. Remember people be mindful of who's coming in after you. Blah blah blah. See, as long as you stick to all that, what does it matter if you investigate anywhere? It's the same as when people tell you how you should dress in an investigation. See, as long as you don't come butt naked, who cares?
Hey, Bri.
Hey, Bri. Who cares what you wear? See, as long as you don't come dress like you're going out to a nightclub.
Mm.
You're all good. Sorry, I missed that one, Fabian.
Or, you know.
I just got on it. If people don't like it, tough. I will always try to be. Definitely, Wayne.
What I
Definitely.
thought was funny, there's this group out there, and I really don't remember their names because I haven't seen them in a long time. But they're all girls, and they were going out in high heels on abandoned places to investigate. You're wearing high heel boots to investigate abandoned place, you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah. And I wasn't wearing high heels, but I ended up getting hurt, and that was just what was I wearing?
Mm.
My sister's got them. Converse. Converse. I was with Converse. Please only go butt naked in the summer. That's only allowed if they're good looking.
Mm.
But sorry, net's put me off my stride.
I know.
Oh, see that netty? Honestly. I had an interview with her and Lynn recently. It was brilliant. The two of them were good. I loved them. But yeah, it's like, why would you wear high heels, especially when you're going down? It depends on the size of the rim. Mr. Seaton, you're not
Well,
helping this conversation. That's me had it then.
speaking about REM pods, Wayne, if you want me to make a house-sized REM pod, I will.
Yeah. Wow, what happens on the Simply Spooky show 15 minutes away from finishing? It turns south. But yeah, definitely. I mean, I think as well. See, as long as you're not hurting anybody, who cares?
Yeah, exactly. As long as you're not hurting anybody, you can do basically what you want. I mean, you got to remember too when you go out on your own, if you go someplace abandoned, to be careful because you're the only one there. Make sure you got a way to call somebody or somebody knows
Oh,
that
I
you're gone.
God. And definitely make sure that you're going to a place that has reception, because there's been a few places I've went to that doesn't have reception, and that's just the worst.
Oh, I know. It's terrible. But and like that's why you buy a booster and because you can buy a portable booster for your phone.
Aye. Or the other thing is, obviously make sure your phone's fully charged.
Mm-hmm.
There's been I want to investigate abandoned buildings. I can't
It depends on
anymore.
what it is.
Do you know what? See, in the summer, I think it'd be alright for me, but no in the winter, no way as much pain I'm in. Mind you, it doesn't help them in pain all the time. People should remember that it's nice. I didn't catch. Eric, you're too fast in the back.
Sorry. Okay, go.
Remember that it's nice to be nice and hot. I
Yep.
agree, Net. Definitely.
And
Over 4 years and stuff.
exactly.
I don't want to know if that's going butt naked, because
No, I know what he's talking about.
but my insurance won't cover us if somebody gets hurt. Does it cover snowflakes? I think they should get an insurance for that. for snowflakes. Be insured for snowflakes. Oh my god, this world's just getting worse.
Yeah.
Absolute worse.
I think it's going to get better by 2027.
You're hopeful, Eric. I love your thing. I don't have snowflakes to investigate. There couldn't be snowflakes investigating with you, Mr. S. In fact, I would hate for them to investigate with me. They'd be butthurt. But yeah, it's been really quiet without the rest of the gang. It's like
Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of weird. Just
well,
it's the first time though, but oh well.
I think this is the first time that you and me have done a show just ourselves,
Yep, it is.
without MD. Oh, it's been perfect peace without Dan shouting abuse at me. Ja-
Nah.
Jamie shouting abuse. Usually I actually miss it out at my arse. And then I'll say that, and then they'll be back next week and they'll drive me nuts.
Oh yeah, probably.
I know. But yeah, definitely no. But but definitely, I would suggest even see another thing that's just popped into my head. So amazing random things pop into my head from time to time. Eric is getting great on lives. He certainly is. He's improving for the mute man. He's went from being the mute man to talking. But no, I have seen you come on leaps and bounds. Here's another thing, right? And this is just for any investigation. Please be mindful when people are inquiring about joining teams.
Yeah.
If obviously the person is pretty new investigating, it's pretty much if that person's never ever investigated, right? And maybe say that you've got too many in your team, right? Or maybe you don't think that person fits the caliber. Point them in another direction. Say to the person, well, if it's a case of if you obviously it's a case of, well, I'm not looking at the moment, but I recommend that you go and try A, B, C, D, whatever. Go try them. Please be very mindful because I found when I first come in investigations, and the very few teams that I had actually approached, and even after teams where I've been reaching out to obviously reach out to say, hey, do you fancy? Or hey, I want to get to know you. And you don't get a response from them. I think that's bad as well on that team's behalf.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I find that really fucking ignorant because I'm like, do you know what? I could be interested in your team. Maybe no joining, but be interested in working, and you're doing this crap to me. Yeah, 30 people would have started now down to 6. Most is that we're all experienced. That always happens when the numbers go down and down and down. Dry, you're the plant man.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
But I like. Oh, he's saying people still use it. I tell them maybe it's not for them. Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
but definitely, I would say that to MD, doesn't it? Again, this I'm looking at investigations in a whole, but they just don't get on with others. Exactly.
That happens.
But I think be very mindful when you're dealing with people that are never did it before, and they're looking for information, and be very, very mindful with them as well,
Oh yeah.
because that could put me off. And part of it actually did, because I thought if I'm asking and people are not answering, then is that a me problem? Hi, Ellen. Hi. I love you, Ellen. I love when Ellen comes in the background. It's like screwing. Hi, Ellen. But yeah, please be mindful. I would say be really mindful in everything.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, is that why you haven't been out with any? Well, I've seen you out with a couple of them lately, but I mean, because people put you off.
No, I mean recently it's just been. Do you know what it is? I tell my body can do it, but my body's no as great as what it used to be. and I can get really, really, really sore and really, really, really tired. Until I can get back onto that even keel, I don't see me going back out to doing investigations.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Because as much as, and it's, I kind of have lost my juju, but maybe when things are different and I try somewhere else, maybe it'll be different. But it's more right now focusing and trying to get the pain underneath control. And because I don't want to be out in investigations when I'm really, really sick and really, really tired. I'm
Yeah,
off
I
to do
understand.
some churches tomorrow's for first time in ages. I
Wow.
love churches, but
Yeah,
it's
me
trying to
too.
get the churches to see around to the paranormal, but no chance of that happening. But as well, there's so many places you see around here, and I know it's your favourite thing, right? But see, when you see one castle, you've fucking seen them all. So you kind of want to do something different away from churches. And no harm, but I've got my teeth into mental hospitals. But what I would love to do is go to the States, do one there to compare how it would be over here. Now
Yeah.
I'm imagining I would shite myself in America in some of these in these mental hospitals. I'm not
Well,
gonna
I don't
lie.
know. Well, I don't know what they were like in Scotland or in the UK period, but I know here when they first started out, they did some horrific things to their patients, like um, brain biopsies through the eye socket.
Aye, the lobotomies and
Yeah, lobotomies.
um, but yeah, I know what you mean. Lennon's Castle's the only one that stood out for me that gives me that oh my god
Yeah,
feeling. I've been in another hospital that just didn't have the same vibe. Actually, there is though, they're coming round.
that's good.
Oh
I'm glad.
well, that's a good thing. That is a good thing. But over in America, I hear stories, I've seen footage, and I've been like, oh my god, I want to
Yeah.
do that, but I'm going to pack my nappies with me so I don't shit myself.
Yeah.
But I so want to go for it because it's like I think, and this is not me being biased, but
Okay.
I really, really love. Maybe it's just the fact that I'm in love with America,
Yeah.
but things there that I think I'm mind blown with, like the weather, right? The weather, the how beautiful some of the places are. You know, the fact that the investigations over there are more appealing. Mia,
Mm,
oh my god. See if I went to America, I'd be like a child in a sweetie shop and I wouldn't know what direction to go first.
yeah.
I'd be wanting to be everything at once. So I'd want tornadoes falling out the skies just so that I could see them. I would love the Blair Witch weather to go out in an investigation.
Mm.
You know, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I'd be very hyperactive as a child.
Well, the
um,
only one I really want to do, and I'm going to be doing it as soon as it warms up again, because it's just starting our winter here, is Waverly Hills, and that's where Grizzly.
oh, that is my go-to place. I would love to go there. Love
I'm
it.
going to be sticking. Grizzly is going to go with me, and I'm going to be sticking to him in the body shoot tunnel. So,
Sounds fun. Sounds fun. But yeah, I would love to. Right, here's a debate in the paranormal world just now. The
mm,
Bobby Mackeys, what are they doing with it? Are they demolishing it or are they refurbishing it?
I think they're refurbishing it. They just saved it last year from being torn down, so I hope that they're not
You
going to
don't.
destroy it.
No, I've seen a lot of it on Facebook, but I've seen one half of people saying refurbed, and then I've seen a lot of people saying demolished, remodeling. So I heard.
Remodeling.
See if people did that with buildings over here instead of demolishing them, and make the place better.
Yeah, I agree
But
with that.
Gettysburg sounds cool.
That'd be cool too, but it's a little too far away from me. It's like a 4-day drive. So
Oh, honestly, Eric, I tell you what, see when you come over to the UK, ship me out to the States. We'll do a swap. I'll quite happily go to the States.
okay, well, you can stay at my house while I'm in Scotland then.
Oh, I'll be your new night watchman.
There you go.
That's it. Oh,
Be mindful,
sorry.
though, here, making a mistake might cost you your life because over here, almost every single other person has a gun. So
Wait a minute, that this.
yeah,
Nah,
it's
you're
kind of
alright.
like, well, I
But
love America, but I don't like the people who hold guns. You know.
see, to be honest, see, as long as I go to see America, I wouldn't really give a shit. Come Dooley Church, and it's in the middle of the field. It's in the middle of the Battle of Towton.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing that too.
You will have to make it your go-do. You're definitely. The problem is, if I go there, Nettie, I wouldn't come back. So in 2 weeks, Lewis sees 2 to 3 places. Eric sees about 10. Wednesday, didn't you have the little faith in Lois? In my defence, it's not my fault that I can't read a fucking map. So, that being said, do you know what the subject is for next week, Eric?
No, I don't, because I don't think we chose one. Today was supposed to be the day that we choose one.
Right. Wednesday, I think Viv and that, just going by the statistic that Gettysburg is a 4-day drive from Eric's. Wednesday, are they back tomorrow? Yes, I think they will be back tomorrow, but I don't know what with, so it's a surprise.
Yeah, I don't know if they're having a guest or not. I can't remember what she said.
I have no idea. So we'll just guess. We'll just say, yeah, Viv and Dan will be back, but it'll be a surprise. And surprises are always good. Thursday, you have myself and the team. We will be talking about Hurricane Mitch because it's coming up to the anniversary of Hurricane Mitch. So, lo and behold, my Mr. Melee will be having a slide show together. So that'll be good. On Friday, on Frighteners, I have Greg. I'm still not sure how to pronounce his name. So I'm going to say Greg B from the Radio Ghost Show box. I'm sure that's he's a good guy, really nice guy. And that is the rest of the week, folks.
And then Sunday, me and Viv should be on for.
I keep forgetting that you and Viv do a show on a Sunday. Oh, I'm bad, Eric. Shoot my boots.
Thing. I think we're doing chakras this coming up Sunday. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we are.
So if you want to shake your chakras, go and check out the team. They'll be shaking theirs.
Any last words? I think we should shake your chakras. This point.
Any last words? Yep. Dan is a wanker, Jamie's a fanny, and Matt's an apple. And that's all because they didn't come tonight. And Viv is the queen because she'll kick me right in the shins if I dare.
No, it's Sunday, Bri.
Monday is the Dark Mirror Boys.
Yep.
I suppose I only like one half of them.
No, I'll tell you what, everybody have a good night.
Have a good night, folks. See y'all later.